Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Looking for options for movement, and that was nowhere near his best. And here's Batistuta. Ernest. Spread out to the left. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that has been clubbed away. It's going to be another throw. Vitinha. Ernest quietly revving up.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Ernest.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Batistuta. Indonesia trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Olise. And here's Totti. Vitinha. And it's Totti. Thinks about the shot. Caught offside that time. Edmilson. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Totti. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vitinha is always looking to break lines.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. And Mateus. Looking to pass their way through. That's really well cleared. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. It's Totti! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Just about up to the hour now. Takes the shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to play it through. Howson cuts it out. Played into space. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mohamed Salah is someone with real dynamite in his boots. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win... Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No foul, says the referee. Now that's well seen too. Salah. And he's heaved it away. Just 5 minutes left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's an imaginative pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
This is Totti. Oh, that's neat. And this is Batistuta. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Shoots! And it's a goal! breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cute ball now, how can he... Chance! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, Rooney! And the ball's come loose here. Rummenigge looking to play him in. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Vitinha, looking for options for movement.
That was lovely, that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. That's a little off target. Half an hour played now. Ernest, given the lift of his goal. Look at the space here. Picked out brilliantly. That's a decent clearance. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri. Kilitshoy is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Messi. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge. Oh, that's fabulous.
There will
And
be
he
1
shoots!
minute added time.
In for the pieces! Goal! Victoria! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Victoria are up by the odd goal in 3. Just about shading things at the break.
Coming on to replace him is...
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. And this is Mohamed Salah, looking to pass their way through. Lovely ball, and he's had a hit. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Salah plays it in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Messi. Mateus. Ernest. And the pass is intercepted. It's Salah! Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi plays a sharp little ball. Chance for a shot! just will not lie down.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Raul. Now the Kilitsoy! Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, well played. Now that is commitment to the cause.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Timor-Leste clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rummenigge. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Now he's off and running. And it's Vitinha. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's and a chance! Rodri with the clearance. Minutes left on the clock. Knocks it into space.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, this looks sharp. Rummenigge. Out beyond the defence. What a save by Diogo Costa. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has ended up in no man's land. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Victoria can always...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. Schneider. That has not gone well. And here's Bellingham. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Victoria are looking to break at pace. Bellingham. And here's Forlan. Vitinha is the team's great visionary.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he was quick to react. Bellingham. And here's Schneider. It's Baggio! That's a half-decent try.
Roberto Baggio certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Howson. It's a pretty loose pass. Sergi. Cafu. And that is a little undercooked. That's good running with the ball. Xavi Alonso. Bellingham. Rummenigge. Xavi Alonso. And it's Sergi. Cafu. Ernest. Now it's Forlan. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Howson makes the interception. And it's Bellingham. And here's Schneider. And the shot! Just off target. Rummenigge. Bellingham calmly anticipates. Cafu. Oh, good-looking ball. Vitinha! Vitinha! Club America are looking unguarded here, just about getting away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
You'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dani Olmo. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot. Forlan! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Looking for options for movement. Flashes it. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Olmo. Engages and forces him off the ball. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Aimed beyond the defence. Shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's there to belt it away. Ernest. Well, that pass isn't the best. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Vitinha.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, now it's Schneider! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ernest. Ernest. Applies the finish! Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rummenigge is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Schneider. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Ernest. And here's Schneider.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That has been cut short. Now it's Vitinha. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution. Salah. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
There will be 3 minutes added
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Victoria certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
Yeah, quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and direct, and a very tough opponent in the air. One of Italy's finest ever, I would say.
Has a look and place it forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's got away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Vieri.
Vieri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's an imaginative pass. Mateus. Roberto Carlos. Forlan. Roberto Carlos looking to go deep. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rijkaard. Ernest looking to be a menace in the final third. Rummenigge is onto this. Rummenigge. Now it's Vitinha. Tries to play it through. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That has been cut short. Forlan is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rummenigge was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Ernest cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Victoria have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Pass is just off target.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Threads one in. It could be in here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Goal! After 56 minutes is number 7, Furness.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, clearly Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he...
Soboslai! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they can counter here. And he was quick to react. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, what? Has another goal! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cleared without complication. Soboslai, and that interception was...
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Robertson, he's got two! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Soboslai. Robertson. Looking for the run. Mohamed Salah. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he's quick to snatch it back. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Robertson, chance to do it. It's a mighty effort! They've scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Tries to pass it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Big header! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let them...
Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
He rises! Great football, shot and save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rummenigge.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Robertson. And now they can clear their lines. 60 minutes played. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. And he shoots! No mistake! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class. Well, and that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Howson deals with that comfortably. And this is Mohamed Salah. Cannavaro. And this is Mohamed Salah. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Szoboszlai got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's only too happy to take that back. He has found the way through. Good ball. He's had a shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Szoboszlai. That has ended up in no man's land. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Conte, driving forward. Conte, oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's in a great position here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that is a little undercooked. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, this looks sharp. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Salah, and he's being shifted off it.
There will be one
Conte.
added time.
That's an immaculate... Mbappe! Well, that was nice, but... And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please be made aware that
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. That has been cut short. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Conte. That's a delicate pass. Nice interception, well timed.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well read, nice interception. Not the most accurate pass. Mohamed Salah.
Bragantino are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, good-looking ball. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Chance for a shot! Deftly away. Howson.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Bragantino really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to get it away.
Bragantino clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Vitinha. Rummenigge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Salah. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. No, that's been intercepted.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Ernest. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you sum up what we've witnessed,
Just a
Jim?
quick announcement.
Victoria
It is now
can
time
always
for our
take
special
more
lottery.
positives from a
Please
result
grab the
like
tickets
this.
you were given when
Yes,
you walked
there
in
is
through the
some
gates.
tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Vitinha, and he welcomes it in. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he was alert to it. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it.
Takes a shot! And it's come back out to him. It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Victoria grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Decent chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona take the lead. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great ball if he can get there. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rummenigge looking to play him in. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Tonali. Hazard. Mateus.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Looking for the run. Well, that's well seen too. And the first 45 minutes are up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with...
He's tried one! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That's a decent clearance. Szoboszlai. Oh, this looks sharp. That has not gone well. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's Salah. Tonali. Szoboszlai. Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, important interception. And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Rummenigge. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Szoboszlai is there and he can get that clear. And it's Vitinha. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. Ernest. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, what has happened here? That's a shade optimistic. Oh, given away. And he's away. And the shot! Loose ball now. And it's fallen kindly here. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Rijkaard. Rummenigge. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And back to the keeper. Jordan Henderson. And that has left him in a heap. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That was superb goalkeeping.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Victoria have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard.
There will be 3
Vitinha.
minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. And that pass isn't the best. And the referee brings it to a close. Victoria perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
That is good alertness. Out to the left it goes. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Vitinha. Now it's Del Piero. Lampard. Del Piero. And here's Zola. And this Adriano! Cannavaro clears. Pelé. Ernest, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Vittoria still without a single shot on target. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Has a look and plays it forward. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ernest. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Tries to play it through. And the shot, it's Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vittoria with the corner, there first. Cleared away. Now this could be a chance. Fires it in low. Gattuso gets it clear. He's in space and looking for options. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rijkaard. Ernest.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for the run. Shot could be on. Rummenigge! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Rijkaard. Del Piero.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic low.
Well, that's down to...
He's going for goal! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And we come to
And
you
we
now
are
with
up
a
to the
quick
break.
request for
Vittoria
support
ended
for our
that first
World
half in
Charity
such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back on the way.
Victoria clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Great vision. Lampard. Rijkaard. Gattuso promptly onto that, and that is that. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... It's Adriano! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's having a go! And he has kicked it out somehow!
Zola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Gattuso. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now then, the ball's come... Adriano! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Del Piero. And he cuts out the supply.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Well, that looks a decent ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's being shifted off it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Solar. And so... off the post! And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gattuso spots it and intercepts. He's on it, can he get away? And he's away. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Solar, well seen, saw that coming.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Looking for options for movement. Takes a shot! And the whistle goes. So nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And it's Snyder. Mateus. That is good strength.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Mohamed Salah. Fiore. Now it's Mbappe. Snyder, and here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Victoria, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Mallorca are looking to go forward now. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Fiore. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
And they should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he cuts out the supply. Look at the spare chance! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To open the scoring. Doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
After 36 minutes is number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Rummenigge, he has found the way through. Takes a shot! Has another go! This is their second corner of the game. And it's Vitinha. He has a look up. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. He's on it. Can he get away? Pass somewhat off target. Mateus. Ernest. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Victoria leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Victoria, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's in a great position here. Mateus, a picture of focus and alertness. Ernest. Mateus. Might be danger here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he's forced to go back. Shot could be on. Well, that is had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Your impression so far, Jim?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is that. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so? Tries a shot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Salah. Threads one in. Rummenigge. Rui Costa. Nicely aimed pass. Van Basten. There he goes, motoring forward. And here's Dani Olmo. That's an excellent interception. Ernest.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rijkaard. Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard. And it's Ed Nielsen. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good... And he shoots! Goal! Victoria! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
17 minutes is number 11.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Dani Olmo. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Could move up a gear here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Salah. Now it's Van Basten. Shevchenko. Matthäus. Rummenigge. And it's Vitinha. Plays a sharp little ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rui Costa. Ernest. Oh, easy pickings there. Not the most convincing of passes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Victoria are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Shevchenko. And this is Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko is offering a right smile there.
Vitinha, Victoria just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Just about up to the hour now. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Shevchenko.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Shevchenko. Another save.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Can he finish? Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Dani Olmo. Looking for the run. And this is Shevchenko.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Looking to pass their way through. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, well played. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Rummenigge voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
Your final
Please
thoughts,
watch the
Jim?
screen if you have a
Victoria,
ticket.
and there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
And that's where... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. The ball's gone astray. Vitinha. And the counter is on. He might be in here. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave...
He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge, and he's having it! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Goal! Victoria! The breakthrough strike! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Mohamed Salah! Mohamed Salah!
Victoria have fired themselves in front.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Vitinha. Fernandez. And it's Azar. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Tchouaméni. And this is Dembele. Ernest. Rummenigge. And Mateus. That has been cut short. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, it's Dembele. He's cut it out. Danger averted for now. Dembele, well read, and the danger is averted. Rummenigge, over to the left. Plays a sharp little ball here. Azar can see things, others simply cannot. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple mistake.
And the finish! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Mohamed Salah.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And this is Mohamed. Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
This possibly the last play of the half. He's got tall. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Victoria, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, it's a great ball here. It's Salah! Smashing save, really good save that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rummenigge.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vitinha! Final touch was poor.
Victoria really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Posh. Chouameni. And it's Vitinha. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And Shevchenko! Oh, it's a stunning goal! About as smooth as it gets. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Substitution.
Milan playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out. Ernest. Oh, super find. He's on it. Can he get away? Referee has just said play on. And it's Salah. And he's in on goal. Decent shot. Oh, it's hit the post. Shot, surely. Keeper's got his work done.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mohamed Salah.
Out of time.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ernest tries to play it through. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! He's got a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked...
And time is up. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
And here's Mohamed. Goes for a shot! Looking to pass their way through. Salah. Batistuta. Rijkaard. Threads one in. And this is Hullet. Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
sudden chance to counter. So we're still where we started right now. Mohamed Salah. And it's Vitinha. Pinches it off him. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rijkaard. Beckham. Belletti. Now it's Hullet. Battered shot at goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Hullet. Pelé. Scholes. Almost half an hour in now. Vitinha. Mohamed Salah. Aimed beyond the defence. Mohamed Salah. Scholes. Hullet. And it's Salah. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. The pass has gone astray. Vitinha. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Scholes. And he's well positioned here. Oh, well played. Cleared without hesitation. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that is a good ball to shoot! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Victoria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap.
And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Victoria really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Victoria head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are back on the way.
Victoria really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
That's really well manoeuvred. Finding their passes. Ernest, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And the through ball. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Vitinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham with the clearance. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Some resolute defending there. The Netherlands are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Some really good ball movement. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Pelé. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Takes a shot! Oh, Nearly, but not quite.
Substitutions taking
Oh,
place.
he's usually such a good finisher.
The Netherlands making consecutive changes here. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this. A great chance! Cleared away. Nicely spread. Shot could... And Messi! Same again, same outcome.
The Netherlands really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Mateus.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pick tries a shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Victoria are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Batistu, can he finish? He's got a goal! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
The Netherlands give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some...
And there goes the final whistle. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen
voted
right now
man
for
of the match,
information on our
and
shuttle bus
deservedly
service.
so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?